What is going on YouTube? It's your boy. Um, when you're watching this, you're probably going to have watched a bunch of videos leading up to it because Presto has sent over a bunch of videos that I'm just slacking on getting up. So you guys have a lot of content to go back and watch. So go back and watch it. Some great videos, some great training sessions. We're getting a little bit deeper into prep right now, so I'm starting to feel it. A lot of these sessions are going to get a little bit more quiet from you, boy. Might throw some headphones in, might change up the music here at LCM. Today is chest and arm day. Recently changed my split up, and I'll talk about that maybe in a video coming up after I've given it some go for a few weeks. But today is going to be chest and arms. I've done this particular workout or similar workout a while back. So you're always going to see similar movements with me on this channel unless the gym gets new equipment that's similar to a piece that I've been doing. But we're going to be starting with this decline Nautilus fly here. I don't know if it's called a decline, but it's definitely set up like a decline. We're going to do our warm-up sets up to our 2 failure sets, then move on to our main compound for chest.
Elite music.
First movement on this chest and arm day for the chest portion, which is this Nautilus fly. It's like a decline. If you know me, you know that I like starting all my chest training with flies, whether it's a cable, a normal pec deck, something like this. Typically, those are them. I don't do dumbbell flies to start, or usually not a press unless it's like a very good machine press. That's some type of diverge, converging to kind of stretch out the pecs. But this fly is a really, really good way to keep everything in your chest. So whether you struggle with chest connection or not, not even to pre-exhaust. I hate the term pre-exhaust for a compound because us as bodybuilders, we're trying to improve on every exercise, no matter what the order and the sequence is. It's all semantic and it doesn't matter. But by starting with a fly, you're just completely contracting and isolating your chest. Then you go into other movement patterns where other muscle groups may want to take over. They're not as inclined to get as much activation because your chest is bigger. It's going to give out on those compounds first because it's already pre-exhausted per se or pumped up and fatigued. So just a good rule of thumb, start with your flies, get good squeezes in, then move to your heavy compounds for chest. Next up, guys, Smith incline press, staple. There's some movements that'll probably be a staple in my career forever. This is going to be one for chest training for me. The sequence of starting with a fly and then a heavy compound, and the compound tends to be the Smith. Been doing this for 3 years or so. It's a great movement pattern, great to isolate your pecs. I do like barbell pressing. I think it's phenomenal, but I think that at this point in my career and as a bodybuilder, it's where it's seen fit to do Smiths and machines. I'm going to. I'm thinking about my program right now. The only free weight movements I really have, because I've taken out squats for a bit. That's for another topic and story, but just for some specific reasons to get different development and whatnot. And again, we'll talk about leg training in a different video. But the only real free weight stuff I keep in right now is a barbell RDL or dumbbell RDLs, and then sometimes dumbbell curls and dumbbell laterals. I don't literally do anything else with a dumbbell, believe it or not, or with a free weight or with a bar, except for those. So I was doing barbell squats and barbell presses up until about a month ago, but have pulled those movements out just to the detriment that they could have on the body as you dive deeper into prep and some nags and whatnot. So right now we find a happy mix of things for every single body part, and including legs from not squatting. Actually, I've been getting a shit ton out of the leg press, like a shit ton more than I ever have. So you guys are gonna see some freaky legs uh, come when the time's right. 3, 2.
Three, four, good. 5, 6. Come on. Keep going. 7. Let's go. Big press. Up. Up.
Ah! 3.
Come on. Let's go, babe. Up.
Ah!
Come on. Big press. Keep going. Let's go. Get it up. Up. Fight.
All right, guys, just wrapped up bench. We're gonna go over and do our deficit push-ups. You've seen me do these before. Actually, recently just started to incorporate dips too for chest. But I just did them on the other day, and so a dip is kind of like, think of it as like a decline kind of press-ish type of movement. That fly that I did was a decline. Then I just did this incline, and now I'm gonna go to more of a flat, which is a push-up. So I hit decline, incline, flat per se. And on the other chest session, what I've been doing is I Giant has, the other gym I train at has a regular pec deck sitting up like the Life Fitness one. So it is like your flat movement. Then I'll do either a different incline machine press, or I'll do the Smith, maybe just on a different angle, and then I'll finish with dips. So you guys see both those chest sessions have different variations, but it's the same type of concept, which is start with a machine fly, just different angled, and or cable fly, like some type of machine pin loaded movement. Then move to your heavy compound. Then finish with some type of isolated bodyish type of movement. You're gonna see I can't get a lot of reps here because I'm still like mid 250s. So if I can get like 10 good reps after those 4 failure sets I just did for a first set of push-ups, that'll be great. We're gonna do 2 sets here, and then we're gonna go right into arm shit and just fucking blast the shit out of them. So guys, we just wrapped up the chest portion of this workout. We only did one set of push-ups because I was thinking about I changed up my split. So instead of training chest once a week on every set Wednesday, it's going to be hit every, like I said, every 4 or 5 days. So I'll be hitting it in technically 4 days time on Sunday because it's Wednesday today. So if I'm used to a weekly volume of 8 to 9, I did 5 sets today, and I'll be hitting it 3 days sooner than what I normally would. So that's a good rule of thumb for you. So yeah, 5 sets. Now we're gonna go smash some arms and just plaster them, supersets. A lot more volume for arms than chest, just because arms can handle it. My chest and my quads are lower volume than most people. We're about to start arm training. Yes, I took off pump cover. Check out this dope HD sleeveless top thingamabob. HD muscle, code JBATS for all your subs. So we're gonna start arms with, and after chest, my arms are they're pretty warm and ready to rock and roll. So I generally can just hop into my arm stuff because for me, it's more so getting my tricep warmed up. My biceps get there pretty quickly. So after all the chest stuff, it's easier to hop into triceps for me without a warm up versus like if I was gonna do arms with back or a different day, right? I'd have to kind of warm them up. I'm gonna start with a single arm overhead extension, supersetting that with a single arm behind the back stretch curl. So we're really working both the tricep and the bicep in more of a stretched position to start, which normally I don't do. It'll be more of a shortened, not a lengthened exercise. However, again, I'm warmed up well and I'm able to contract these movements hard and keep it really in the muscle. So this is a great way to start arm training, similar to how I start chest with a fly versus a press type thing. So next up, guys, so we just did our first superset for arms. We did an overhead extension behind the back curl. Now we're gonna be doing just a regular straight bar push down. We're gonna be supersetting that with a preacher curl, the body masters ones over there. So we're gonna go back and forth between 2 sets each of those. Arms are very pumped up and stretched out already. So these will be 2, I haven't done this stack in a bit, so I kind of forget where my load is, but I do know I can go relatively heavy on this movement, and then on the preacher curl, more on the lighter side, believe it or not, just because of how the weight stack differences. So 2 sets. This is going to be like bread and butter for biceps, triceps before we move into our last little superset here.
Elite music.
Feature curls are a phenomenal way to hit your bicep. And this specific Body Masters piece that LCM has is super, super cool. These side pads like prevent your arms from going out. So you're able to really like, as you get bigger, your mobility's kind of shitty and you get wider and shit. So like your body wants to flare in positions that kind of like doesn't anatomically put you in the best position to hit whatever you're trying to hit. So with this is my back offset. So I'm going to hop in, but you guys can see I'm grabbing here. We'll lock my elbows in kind of right where the cam meets per se. Sit back. Once I kind of get this full stretch, I'm ready to rock. Big stretch, big contract.
Elite music.
Last little arm superset we have here. I'm just going to check my time real quickly. Cool. Okay. Last little superset we have here is going to be 2 sets of this Body Master dip machine, supersetting with 2 sets of incline curls. So another stretch focus type of movements. Well, I guess not necessarily the dip, but the incline curl is. Um, we're gonna go pretty heavy for these, like sets of 8 to 10, just 2 sets to finish off. So this full workout will have been 5 sets for chest, 6 for triceps, 6 for biceps, which is pretty solid for me. Um, it's a really good session. And then these dips also will kind of work the chest slightly. You know, it's just a dip machine. I'm not going to position myself that way, but it will be working a little bit of the chest as well, as I'm, extending through my triceps. So
Oh. Wow.
Fuck.
Elite music.
All right, guys. So that is a wrap. Chest and arm day. Really solid session here at LCM. I'll talk about my training split another time. I don't know when we're filming next, but when do we got filmed?
I think later this week or next week sometime early.
We'll see what workout it falls on. But guys, please like, subscribe, comment, the whole jazz. We'll chat with you guys soon. Peace.